The Void Game. Let's talk about silence. It's odd to think something like the absence of sound, or the perceived absence of sound, can be so unsettling. So, let's try something. Let's add the absence of light to the mix. Today we'll be dealing with our own little void. No light, no sound. And let's see how unsettling things can get. Now for this to work, I'll need you to do a few things for me. You can manage that much, right? Just a few small tasks before we begin. I'll start by saying you'll need to try this little experiment on mobile, and if possible with headphones, and we'll go from there. This is best attempted at night. If this isn't possible, you'll need to go to the darkest, quietest room in your home. Go there now. As a little side note, feel free to pause at any time if you need a second to comply with any of these instructions. Once you get there, would you kindly close all of the blinds, curtains, and doors? Put a towel at the bottom of any door to prevent outside light from seeping in. Now, before we proceed, let's test our environment. Listen. Is it quiet? If yes, let's continue. Now let's turn off the lights. Is it as dark as possible? If you answered yes to both of these questions, then let's move forward. We should be in the quietest room in the house. Now let's make it the darkest room in the house. Please turn off the lights. Now turn your device around and use the brightness of the screen to find your way to the middle of the room. Once you get there, please have a seat on the ground. Comfortable? The Void Game is about to begin. Let me quickly explain what's about to happen. I'll be your guide, and hopefully the only other entity with you in this space you've just created. To begin, go to your device's settings now. Go to the brightness setting and turn it all the way up. Done? Good. Once the experiment begins, I will be counting down from 10 to 1 and guiding you through the counter. That's it. Do you think you can endure? You can abort at any time. However, the next time you find yourself in a void, I won't be there to help. Let's proceed. Now go to your device's settings. Turn the brightness down as low as it will go. Turn around and place it face down on the ground. Face forward. This is your own little void. Welcome. 10. This space you've created, although relatively devoid of light and sound, isn't necessarily empty. 9. There are entities that find a space like this attractive. 8. Things that reside in the quiet, empty places humans fear to tread. 7. We know to fear the dark, to cower when the forest suddenly goes quiet. 6. It's in our genetic memory. 5. Because there's something there, something hiding in the darkness. 4. Are you really alone right now? 3. Can you feel its eyes on you? 2. Can you hear its breathing? 1. Can you feel it inching up closer behind you? The game is over. Feel free to turn on the lights at this point. How did you find the journey? How did the dark silence suit you? Did you feel anxious, afraid, or were you stalwart and unaffected? The void affects us all differently. Some run, some embrace. It's an interesting experiment, the Void Game. You might find out something about yourself you never knew. A bravery that you didn't know you had, or a fear that lay dormant. How did you fare? I'll leave you with this. When the lights go out at night, and you find yourself alone in bed, look and listen to the silent room around you. Something just might be looking back.